I see guys that are wrapped up in serious thought. And I just think, just enjoy the sunset. Look, there was an owl went through there just then. That was lovely. Your lead, your camo, your rod dress, your new bivvy, it's not going to catch you any more fish.
I'm surprised that you don't think colour of pop-up makes a difference.
I don't think fish can see colour. Put that in the equation. Do you know they can? Do you know any fish personally? What's in your head, confidence, and then applying it correctly. And knowing what you're setting out to achieve as well. If you've no idea what you're setting out to achieve, how are you going to achieve it?
Because Jim Foster went to your wedding, didn't he? I
Yeah,
remember it was
Jim.
around that kind of time that I started in the industry.
Yeah, Jim come as Darth Vader. The wedding was all fancy dress in the
Was it?
church.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was magnificent. It was good fun.
Oh, Jim was a good laugh, yeah.
It was Catchmore, wasn't he?
First of all,
Yeah.
DHP was full of people.
It was buzzing.
Like people like Coulson that were at the middle of it
Yeah.
all. Like they were the. I guess you know he had a lot of influence in fishing at that time.
Yeah.
If you were editor of Total Carp, you could make or break
Yeah.
people's companies and a few favourable.
Yeah.
It really was a great place to work at that time.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah. Top mate of mine he was. Man in red.
Same,
and we just used to meet every week. All that little club, we were all the Knots anglers.
Yeah.
And I'd go and sit behind them and just learn, because their skills and confidence and what they were doing, and there'd be 2 or 3 sat behind them and they'd explain that they hadn't had a bite for a couple of hours, but 4 maggots in, shot move, do this, do that, run it through, all of a sudden catching. We'll move them up and do stuff.
Who was the most natural that you saw of that?
There was different guys that were masters of either 1 or 2 of them. Jan was good on the waggler and the feeder.
He made that floating feeder, didn't he?
Yeah.
The floating.
And such a lovely man.
I miss Jan. I do.
I do.
So
Yeah.
you don't meet many people like Jan in a life, do you?
No, he was totally lovely. Jan was.
Yeah, not a bad bone in his body.
But all them guys were, and after the match, you'd go and have a few beers in the pub, have the draw, have the piss taken. If you'd, I'd have fucking won it halfway through on that peg. You went all right, Ash, of that.
Yeah.
And it was all like really good, but a good learning curve, and you learn how to feed, how to stop feeding, how to feed again.
Because there's no art in feeding in carp fishing, is there?
There
People
is.
feed what? No, but what I'm saying is people feed once.
No,
generally.
they don't. I don't. I
No,
feed all
that's
the
what I'm
time.
saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is for 90% of us,
Yeah, I know.
there's a single introduction of bait.
They get it all wrong.
Right, Paul, we have taken refuge inside your yoga studio. Now, there's a lot
It's
of anglers
not
who...
my yoga studio. It's the wife's yoga studio.
Well,
We've been kindly offered the chance to use the meditation room.
we sent you inside to seek permission for the use of the yoga studio. I always wondered why you looked so flexible.
Yes.
It's not the roofing, it's the
It
yoga.
is. No, it is the roofing. It is the roofing, yeah.
And
It does keep you fit.
would you normally have been up on the roof today?
Yes. Yeah.
And
Uh,
it always seems like a sort of fairly... If you've got an eye for beauty, being up on a roof on an English summer's day in Kent, that's got to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't very often work in the town, and I like the seclusion of it. I like to be able to complete a job that gives not only the customer but everyone some satisfaction, and it's a nice thing to do. It's there for hundreds of years, hopefully, and the clients normally become friends and repeat work, and you get recommendations through them, and you can, like I've done, I can narrow my circle of work to a point where now I don't have to travel very far at all.
Now, roofing does seem like a good job for a carp angler, and I think I've lost count of the people who've said, oh yeah, old F, he's first sign of rain, he's gone, he's in the van, he's gone.
There is a grain of truth in that. And if I can see a rainy morning coming, I'll see if it's okay for me to fish the previous night, knowing that there's some rain on the horizon, and that'll give me a chance of a little bit later pack up, and maybe the fish feeding for a couple of hours longer in the morning. So the flexibility, and being self-employed, any self-employed job, you can move your hours about to suit a fishing time, which is going to be much better than regular hours, especially if you've got early starts in the morning. So from that point of view, it really does help to be self-employed and be able to choose and pick your hours. But it's hard work roofing. Everything that's up there on that roof goes up on my shoulder, and you're moving and lugging about in awkward positions up on the thing, and it is hard work. It is hard work, but it's very